Hey, peace and blessings, fam. It's your girl Zha coming at you today. I hope that you're having a beautiful day and that everything is going good for you. Me, I'm feeling pretty good, man. I got no complaints here. You know what I'm saying? I've already gotten up, completed my exercise for the day, done my meditation for the day. And now I'm sitting back thinking of the message that I'm going to share with you guys today. And I got a good one. I'm actually really feeling this message today. Okay. So kick back, relax, you know what I'm saying? Holler at your girl. And we're going to go through a couple of pretty important points today. So today we're going to talk about whether you're a worrier, Worrier, or a warrior, Warrior. Yeah. Are you a worrier or a warrior? What's the difference, right? Okay, so let's look at the definition real quick of a worrier. Okay, as somebody who worries a lot. So I got my notes here, so if you see me glancing down, that's what I'm doing, okay? It's just taking a glance at my notes here because I don't got everything memorized, okay? So the definition of worry, you know what I'm saying? Somebody to worry is to give way to anxiety or unease. To give way to anxiety or unease. To allow one's mind to dwell on difficulty or troubles. Let me say that again. To allow one's mind to dwell on difficulty or troubles. A persistent mental uneasiness. That's a worrier. That's somebody who worries all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's a worrier. Now, what is a warrior, right? What is a warrior? A warrior, Warrior, right, is a brave or experienced soldier or fighter, a person who has shown great vigor, courage, or aggressiveness. All right, let's say that one more time. A warrior is a brave or experienced soldier or fighter, a person who has shown great vigor, courage, or aggressiveness. Now, by those two definitions, which one are you? Are you a worrier or are you a warrior? Okay? Big difference, right? Now, the other part of this is, once you determine whether you're a worrier or a warrior, how do you switch from being a worrier, somebody who worries a lot, who has persistent mental uneasiness, okay, to a warrior? You know what I'm saying? A fighter, somebody who is strong, somebody who is overcome, somebody who, you know what I'm saying, gets aggressive on those fears. How do you go from that to that? I'm going to help you with that today, okay? Now, I consider myself a warrior, okay? Warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I've gone through a lot in my life, you know. I've had a lot of ups and downs. Still do. You know what I mean? Life isn't a bowl of roses or a box of cherries for me. You know what I'm saying? By any stretch of the imagination. I have fears and anxieties and things like that, just like, you know what I'm saying, everyone else. How I manage these things is the difference. Now, I have people who tell me all the time, Zha or Jamie, you know what I'm saying, depending on how you know me. You know what I'm saying? Why are you always so positive? How are you always so positive? You act like you don't have a worry in the world. Nah, let me dispel this myth for you right now, okay? I'm a mere mortal. You know what I'm saying? I'm a human being. I have feelings. I have emotions. I have attitudes. You know what I'm saying? I have highs and lows just like everybody else. Now, there's things that I do to try to manage my fears and manage my anxieties and manage my worry. You know what I'm saying? So that way I'm not passing this negative energy on from one person to the next person. So I try to manage that. Do I always succeed? No. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I fall short of the mark. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that anxiety can take over. You know what I mean? And I have to check myself and get myself in check and acknowledge those fears. You know what I'm saying? And acknowledge where this energy is coming from. And you know what I'm saying? And move on. So how do I do that? Well, there's a few things that I do. You know what I mean? And I'm going to share those things with you right now, okay? So, one thing that I do is I have to acknowledge my fear. Now, some people want to pretend like they, you know what I'm saying, like they stronger than the universe, you know what I mean, and that they can handle everything, and everything sits right here on their shoulders, you know what I'm saying? It sits right there. And I don't do that. I'm going to acknowledge my fears. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to think about why do I feel like this? What's making me feel like, you know what I'm saying, I can't let this energy go? Why do I have to hold on to it? Why do I have to harbor it right here? You know what I'm saying? In my heart, in my mind. Why do I have to do that? You don't. You really don't. You have to acknowledge. You have to acknowledge the thought. You have to acknowledge what it is that your mind and your body and your spirit is trying to warn you about. Okay? Sometimes we don't listen to ourselves. We don't listen to our mind. We don't listen to our body when our body starts to shut down on us. You know what I'm saying? We don't give ourselves time to process. We don't give ourselves emotional leverage. You know what I'm saying? And you need to give yourself that emotional leverage. Be free enough to acknowledge that something is making you uncomfortable. It might be a something, it might be a someone, but either way it goes, you have to acknowledge the thought itself that you're uncomfortable about something, okay? You have to acknowledge the fear that is causing that anxiety. That's what anxiety is, man. It's a fear of something. You're so uncomfortable that your body is like now basically shaking like, oh shit, something's wrong, something's going on, what's happening? And you need to like tone that down. You need to tone down that energy, but you can't do it if you don't even acknowledge that the energy is there, that you're uncomfortable. So you have to face that fear, face that emotion, and deal with it. Acknowledge it. That's step number one, okay? Acknowledgement, okay? Step number two, I'm a person of faith, y'all. Now, you know, I don't know if you believe in a higher source or a higher being, okay? I do. I don't believe that, you know what I'm saying, we're just the end all be all and that's it. I believe that there's definitely a higher power out there that's guiding my steps, okay? So I always keep that in mind, that I'm not by myself. I have a higher source that I could turn to, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a person, you know what I'm saying? This is a spiritual relationship that I have between myself and the universe. I call that energy the Most High. You may call it something else. You know what I'm saying? Some people call it God. Some people call it Jesus. Some people call it Allah. Some people call, you know what I'm saying, Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, if you have that higher source, which tends to help me, then you can give that energy to the higher source and act in faith that that situation is going to be handled, okay? I do this through meditation, okay? Through meditation, through exercise. This is something that really my husband taught me because he deals as a person who was in the military, you know what I'm saying? He dealt with a lot of anxiety and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, different emotions and whatnot. And sometimes it's hard for him to cope with, you know, us civilians who don't have the discipline that the military has. You know what I mean? A lot of military guys feel that way. You know what I mean? But I learned that from him. You know what I mean? And so I give that energy to the higher source through meditation. When I feel that anxiety and that worrier mode kicking in, then I go into warrior mode and I fight. I get aggressive on that feeling and I give it to the Most High. Okay? Faith. Do you have faith that your source, that your higher connectivity, that your higher connection can handle this? You know what I'm saying? If you do, that's a great source to let go of that energy and to move forward, okay? Give it to that higher power. Don't worry about it. We tend to worry about things that we can't do nothing about. You know what I'm saying? If you got, you know what I'm saying, you know, no job right this moment, you know what I mean, and you're looking for a job, it may not just fall out of the sky on you, you know what I'm saying, in one day. You have to have faith that something is going to open up and you're going to put that energy out into the universe. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to harbor it, but you're going to take the steps that are necessary to get you where it is that you're trying to go. Are you following me on this? I hope so. Okay. So that's my, you know what I'm saying? My number 2 step is faith. Give it to that higher power if you believe in that higher power. Now, my next step right here, this one is actually a little bit different, y'all, okay? And I want you to hear me out on this, like real talk, okay? This is so easy and so simple, but nobody really ever thinks about this, okay? And I tend to do this a lot, especially when I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? This next one, sunlight. Sunlight. You see this in the right behind me? Look at that. You can look right out there and you're going to see sunlight. I love the sun, okay? I love the sun. The sun is nothing but energy, okay? You take this energy into your retina, it produces serotonin, right? Serotonin is like a neurotransmitter, basically. You know what I mean? It's a chemical and neurotransmitter that sends messages through the body, okay? Serotonin, a lack of serotonin, some scientists believe, is linked to like depression and anxiety and things like that, right? But go get you some sunlight. Every day when I'm at work at lunchtime, me and my girl Rashla, shout out Ra if you're watching this, and my girl Shaylin, what's good Shay? We go outside and we get some sunlight at lunchtime, okay? We go up to the rooftop of the carport, you know what I'm saying? And we go and you get the best view where I'm at. You get to look over the lake. It's a lake on one side, a mountain behind us, you know what I'm saying? The best view ever, you know what I'm saying? And direct sunlight. Now, they going up there probably because I'm going up there. You know what I'm saying? They don't know why I'm going up there. We just kicking it, whatever. But my intention is to get that sunlight, to warm my bones, to get some energy from the sun, right? Now, let me explain something to you. Serotonin, let me read this. I'm going to read this, okay? Serotonin is a chemical and neurotransmitter. Your girl knew that. Okay, that helps to regulate the mood. Okay. It also regulates your social behavior, your appetite, digestion. It affects your sleep, your memory, your sexual desire, and function. Now that's a lot, man. And serotonin is believed to be released by the sun. It goes into your retina, like I said. You know what I'm saying? And it helps your mood. It helps to improve your mood. And when you feel better, you don't have all that anxiety that you had before. Simple. Sunlight, man. Sunlight. Go outside. Get out the house. Go outside. Enjoy some fresh air and some sunlight. Today, right now. Holla at your girl. You know what I'm saying? We could come back to this video, put it on pause, step outside and go, you know what I'm saying, get you some sunlight if it's still daytime when you're watching this, okay? Now, that's really big, y'all, and so freaking simple. Sunlight. Who would have thought it, right? But it's a big deal, okay? And this can make the difference between you being a worrier or a warrior, okay? Part of being a warrior is to be aggressive, as it says. And sometimes you need to be aggressive in how you handling your mental health. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be aggressive in the energy that you're allowing to be around you and not allowing negative people and negative things to dictate to you your day and your mood. You got to get aggressive on it. You know what I mean? I cut somebody off. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go my way. I don't got time for it. You feel me? If you're not positive, if you're not a positive influence in my life and in my circle, I'm going to have to push on from you. You know what I'm saying? I say my heys, highs, how you doing? But I'm going to move on from it. And you know what I'm saying? And that's that. You know, I've been through enough in my life that I understand what my highs and my lows are, and negative people put me on a low, and I can't take that energy, so I have to move forward. Now, the last one that I'm going to share with you today, and we're going to come back to this topic because to me it's really, really important, and it's something that I'm working on myself actively all the time. The better I feel, the more I want to do for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I have a spiritual advisor. Her name is Miss Veronica. Beautiful spirit, beautiful woman. She made me this beautiful necklace that you see right here. So shout out Miss Veronica. Thank you so much. I decided to wear it today. I love it because it looks like, to me, it reminds me of like planets. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm always talking about the universe and things like that. So the energy in this necklace is just right on point with me and where I'm at. So thank you, Miss Veronica, for making the necklace and for blessing me with it. I feel very honored. Thank you. But on that, your chakras. What do you guys know about chakras, man? Now, this is something that I'm like learning about. So y'all, I am by no means a guru in the chakra world. Not yet, but I'm learning. I'm learning to align and balance my chakras, okay? Now, your chakras is your energies. They're like your energy centers, okay, in your body. The body is made up of energy, pure energy. And your body has centers, okay? They call them centers. And so there are 7 energy centers in your body that are called your chakras. And when your chakras are not aligned, when they're not aligned, you know what I'm saying? And they're all like here and there and everywhere, you know what I'm saying? You feel out of balance. You feel out of whack. Okay, and this is a real thing. This is not something that's made up. You can go online and Google it, you know what I'm saying, yourself, and learn more about your chakras. That's what Miss Veronica is teaching me, is how to align and balance my chakras, okay? And there's 7 of them. So I'm going to read the 7 of them to you, okay? Your 7 chakras, they start with your root chakra. You have your sacral chakra, the solar plex chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. Okay? And each chakra is associated with a color, with a sound, and when I say sound, like you might hear people going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you watch, you know what I'm saying, What's Love Got to Do with It? You remember that? She like, numb your heart and get y'all. You know what I'm saying? She balancing her chakras. Feel me? And so, you know, you have different things, lam, things like that, different sounds that emit different vibrations, which emit different frequencies in your body and help to align and balance your chakras, okay? So if you're feeling like you're a worrier instead of a warrior, one thing you may need to do is balance these chakras and get your alignment in order, okay? And start with the root chakra, which is like the base chakra, you know what I'm saying? It's down there by your private parts, that energy center right there, and work your way up, okay? Till you get to the third eye and then the crown chakra. You know what I'm saying? And it's work, y'all. This ain't nothing that's going to just come to you overnight. Like, you really got to put in work to go from a worrier to a warrior. Okay? So, with that being said, I know this video is a little bit longer, so I'm going to cut it right here. But we're going to come back to this topic, man. Leave a comment in the section, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what you thought about this topic today. If you have any suggestions, you know what I'm saying? Each one teach one, you know what I mean? And let's learn from each other. You teach me, I teach you, you know what I mean? But leave a comment, like, share the video if you found value in it. Be sure to subscribe to your girl. I'm trying to get to my first 100 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, then, you know, we're going to go from 100 to 1,000. But we going to learn together. We going to grow together, man. I thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to speak with you today. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that I helped you to go from a worrier to a warrior. All right, check back with me for the next video coming soon. One love, fam. It's your girl, Zha-May. Holla. Peace.